next vice president?
No idea. I know the question was asked today, and as I said, all we know is that it will be somebody whom the ruling party nominates, because we already know the composition of the electorate. It's the two houses of parliament. Unlike the presidential election, where the state assemblies also vote, for the vice president, it's only Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So we already know who has the majority. I think it's fairly clear that whoever is going to become vice president will be the nominee of the ruling party. I hope they consult the opposition too, but who knows?
What do you think about Donald Trump's remark on Indian economy that it is dead, and Rahul Gandhi echoing the same sentiment?
No, I don't want to comment on what my own party leader has said. He has his own reasons for saying it. My concern is much more that this relationship with the US, as a strategic partnership and as an economic relationship, is important for us. We are exporting something like $90 billion worth of goods to America. We can't, therefore, be in a position where we are going to lose that or have it diminish significantly. Now, some people say, oh, that's only 2% of our GDP, but in terms of a percentage of our exports, it's considerable. America is, for us, one of our largest markets. And so when we look at this whole tariff question, we must wish our negotiators strength and courage in working out a fair deal for India, and at the same time, in making whatever in negotiation, you always give some, you take some. There's got to be some flexibility that they need to show, but at the same time, there are some fundamental questions of national interest they will not and cannot cross. But ultimately, for me, it seems to me that we need to preserve an export market in America, but we should also be talking to other countries, other regions about exporting our goods there. We've already got a free trade agreement now with the UK, which has tremendous potential. We are well advanced in talks with the EU. If we have a good agreement with the EU, with Japan, with other countries, we may be able to some degree to make up for whatever we end up losing in the US. But we can't lose everything. We have to preserve some things. And to my mind, this is a task where we have to support our negotiators to bring us a good result.
So leaders from the party have been stating that Congress leaders have been questioning that how PM Modi is failing or is somewhat being afraid to speak to Donald Trump.
No. I think these negotiations are taking place, frankly, at a working level, which is the right level for these things to be done. And I think we have to see what comes out of the process. What Mr. Trump has issued is a unilateral statement. We have to see how the two governments talk to each other. And these are very substantial delegations. We are talking about not 2 or 3 people talking, we're talking about sometimes hundreds of people on the two governments talking to each other. A lot of details have to be worked out. Let's see how it comes out. Let's not comment before an outcome is achieved.
Supreme Court has directed to close the case regarding that defamation case regarding your remark targeted towards PM Modi. What do you think?
Look, I mean, I wasn't targeting Prime Minister Modi. I was not targeting any individual. I had written a book in which I quoted an article published in 2011, which in turn quoted a statement by an individual in those days in the RSS, who subsequently was rehabilitated by the BJP and has served as the Prabhari of the BJP in Eastern UP. So the person who said it, there is no case against him. The person who quoted it in print in 2011, there is no case against him. But me, for 6 years later, quoting the quote in a book, there's a case against me. I mean, this makes no sense at all. So we have been trying to get the case dismissed because all I'm doing is I'm writing a detailed book full of footnotes. And in a footnote, I've said this is the source. An article in the Caravan magazine quoting a then unnamed RSS person, but he's no longer unnamed because his video is all over the internet saying this. It's not my sentence. I'm quoting a quote. And yet there has been a case filed against me. So I think it's not surprising that the court said, why do you want to be like that? Why don't you drop the case?